Class 10 children, today we will start the revision of chapter 2 banking. Then I will do the revision of chapter 1 GST. So let us begin first banking portion. So we have some very important formula. Here in this chapter we will learn about recurring account, or we also can say cumulative account. So number one formula we have I equal to P into N bracket N plus 1 into R by 2 into 12 into 100. So here one by one I will teach you what is the meaning of I. I here means interest. P here means principal as monthly installment. So the monthly installment that we keep is called principal here. And N is time in months, not in year, it is in months. And R is rate of interest. So number two formula here we have interest equal to maturity value minus total sum deposited. Very simple, we all know what is interest. Actually the money which increases in our investment, that is called interest. So total sum deposited and maturity value. Suppose I deposit 1 lakh rupees and my maturity value is 1,20,000. So my maturity value is 1,20,000 and total sum deposited is 1 lakh. That means my interest will be 20,000. So extra money, the increased money is called interest. So interest we denote by I and maturity value will be given in the question, and minus P into N, that is called total sum deposited. Why? Because P means monthly installment money. Suppose if I keep 500 per month, then 500 will be my P into for how many months I will keep. Suppose for 1 year, that is 12 months. So 500 into 12, that is 12 5 ja 6,000, that is 6,000 rupees. That way it is called total sum deposited. Now maturity value equal to total sum deposited plus interest. Very easy. From here only we can bring this formula. Maturity value equal to total sum deposited by the person and plus extra interest, so which is also called P into N plus I. So let me do one question for you to understand this formula. Mohan has a recurring deposit account. Okay, it's a recurring account, or also we can say cumulative account. He deposits rupees 2,500 per month. Okay, now 2,500 will be my P, monthly installment. Okay, for 2 years. Here 2 years, years are not accepted, you have to make it months, that is 24 months. He gets rupees 66,250 at the time of maturity. This is maturity value. At the time of maturity means this money is matured value. This is amount on maturity. Now the question to find number one, the interest paid by the bank. So how much is the interest that Mohan got, and rate of interest, that is one is to find I and second one is to find R. So first one is so easy, we will use this formula. As we have two interest formula, this one and this one, but with this interest I am getting this number one answer, because maturity value minus P into N, where P is 2,500 and N is 24 months. So in the next page you have a solution here, like P is rupees 2,500, N is 2 years, that is 24 months. So maturity value also is given here. So I, that is interest, will be maturity value minus P into N, that is amount deposited. So maturity value is here, and P into N, that is P is 2,500 into N is 24 months. After multiplication 60,000. So 66,250 minus 60,000 is 6,250. My first answer came. Now second answer is to find R, but R will not directly come. There is no separate formula for R. That's why I will use number one formula, this one, because here I have R. So here with this formula I will find the value of R. So number one formula I am using here, P into N, N plus 1 into R by 2 into 12 into 100. Now I value, just now we got I is 6,250. You put arrow here and then put the value of I. P is 2,500 into N is 24 months, again 24 plus 1 into R is unknown, and 2 into 12 into 100. Now here what we will do first, 24 plus 1 is 25, rest all is same. Now we will cancel. 12 2s are 24 and 2 got cancelled, and 00 here and 100 got cancelled. Now 25 into 25 into R, 25 into 25 is 625, 625 into R is 625 R, and here 6250 we have. We will interchange because I need to find the value of R. So here when I make R alone, 6250 by 625, if you cancel it, it is 10. So R is 10%. So number 2 answer also we got. Next question I have here. Now in this question, Ram has a recurring deposit account, and 2 years, it is for 2 years at R is given here 8%. He gets this much, rupees 2500 as interest. This is interest, very interesting. This is interest, this is rate, this is N, that is 24 months. Number 1, find the monthly installment. That means you have to find P. P is called monthly installment, and the amount on maturity, matured value. So R was given, N is given, and I was given. P and maturity value is our question mark. So here I cannot use number 2 formula because there is no P, because P and N is required, but P is not there. So I will use number 1 formula. I equal to P into that number 1 formula I have here. Put the respective places its value. You can see N is there, R is there, so P is unknown. So from this we will get the value of P. Later what happens, after putting the value, we have 2P equal to 2500, and when I make P alone, I cancel, and then we get 1250 rupees. So this is my P. First answer has come, that is monthly installment. Now maturity value is so simple, so easy. Once you get, its formula is P into N plus I, that is number 3 formula. You have number 3 formula here, P into N plus I. So P into N, that means P value, N value, and plus value of I also is given. After adding we get this answer. That means here very interesting. Now when to use interest formula number 2 and when to use number 1 and number 2, you have to be very careful on that. So when all these values are given, then number 2, otherwise always number 1, and whenever there is matter of maturity value, number 3. So with this, please try to understand this chapter. Now I will teach you chapter 1 GST, very important question. So here I begin. Here the manufacturing cost of TV is rupees 15,000. So to make a television, the company invest rupees 15,000 rupees to make a TV. The manufacturer sold the TV to the wholesaler at a profit of rupees 1,000, but manufacturer, while selling to wholesaler, they kept a profit of 1,000, and the wholesaler sold it to a trader, and then wholesaler sells it to the trader at a profit of again 1,000. If the trader sold it to the customer at a profit of 1,500, find total GST collected by state government at the rate of 28%. So state government means we have to find SGST, where is state government's GST is called SGST. Number 2, the amount that the customer paid for the TV, that is final price. Final price means the amount at which the customer gets the television will be the final price. Now here for manufacturer, your CP, cost price is 15,000, but his selling price is 15,000 plus 1,000, because keeping a profit of 1,000. So his selling price is 16,000. Now he is selling to whom? Your wholesaler. So for wholesaler, cost price will be 16,000, because selling price of manufacturer is the cost price of wholesaler, and wholesaler also kept a profit of 1,000. So 16,000 plus 1,000 is 17,000. Now he sold to trader, and trader's cost price will be now 17,000, and he is selling to customer at a profit of 1,500. So you add it, the final price comes 18,500. That means this is the taxable amount, the final price at which, this is called taxable amount, because at this price customer has to buy the TV. So taxable amount will be this. Till now the TV has not reached to the customer, but after trader it is coming to the customer. So on 18,500, the rate of GST is 28%. So now what will happen, the amount of GST will be, GST percent is 28, so divided by 100 into taxable amount is 18,500, and after cancellation and multiplication, 5,180 rupees is our total GST that a that we have to pay for the television. So now how much GST will state government collect, SGST? So its answer will be 5180 by 2. So when you divide by 2, answer will be 2590. This is number 1 answer. Number 2, taxable the amount that customer paid, that is final price. That means customer paid taxable amount plus GST. Taxable amount, you know, it was 18,500 and GST is 5,180. So when you add, this is called 23,680 rupees. So you think a television which was manufactured at 15,000, when it reached to the customer, it was 23,680, including all profits and GST. One more question I want to discuss, children, from the chapter GST. Very interesting question I have here. Number 14. The manufacturer produces television set at a cost of rupees 32,000. Almost same type of question, but this time television's price is 32,000. Now he sells it to the distributor at a profit of 2,000 and distributor sells it to the wholesaler at a profit of 2,500 and wholesaler sells it to the retailer and finally retailer sells to the consumer. So same type of question, but the chain has increased one more step. So this question I can give you as homework because it is very similar to the first one. Now one more different question I have here, children. That one I want to discuss. Now a shopkeeper marks up the price of his goods by 10% above the list price, and then after discount of 5% was given. So what the shopkeeper did, he increased the price of the goods by 10% above, and later he gave a discount of 5%. So on the list price, the price was increased 10% above, and again selling time 5% discount was given. The GST rate is 12% on the good. Find the list price. So what was the actual price? And then if consumer pays rupees 1254 as SGST, also find final price consumer has to pay. So first here I began this question with this way, let the list price be rupees X. So we do not know list price, you keep it as X. So the taxable amount, will be like this. First, on this list price 10% price was increased. So formula will be X into 1 plus 10 by 100. This is increment of 10%, and 1 minus 5 by 100, this is for 5% discount. So this was for 10% increasing the price, and this was for 5% giving the discount. And with this, after doing LCM, you can see this became 11 by 10 and this became 19 by 20, and when you cancel it, 209x by 200 rupees is the taxable amount. Now GST is 12%. So on taxable amount GST will be put. So 12 by 100 into taxable amount, that is this, and then your price was 627x by 5,000 rupees. But we know SGST is half of the full GST. So when you do half of this, our answer is 627x by 10,000, because 5,000 into 200. This 2 came as a division because half of GST is SGST and half of this also is CGST. Now we know SGST is rupees 1254. So I can say this particular price is equal to this, because actual value is this and this has come in the X. So in the next question, according to question, I can say this is equal to this. Now X equal to 1254, this will go and multiply here and this will come and divide. So when you cancel it, 2 into 10,000 is 20,000. That means X is 20,000. So list price is X is 20,000. This is our first answer. And the second question is find the final price. Actually final price means taxable amount plus GST. So taxable amount has come, this one, 209x by 200, here it has come here. So this one you write, and plus this is our GST. Now you can put the value of X. So put the value of X in both the places and cancel, and then add it, then you get 23,408. This is our final answer. So children, interesting. I have old videos also. See everything and try to learn these questions. Thank you, children.